Show you what I have. I have my mackerel here, a whole mackerel that I've already cut into two, and then I have my onion, chili pepper, lime, tomato paste, just a little bit of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We normally use bitter tomato back home, but I don't have bitter tomato today, so I'm going to use like this mini garden eggs. And then I have my habanero pepper. That's my peeled whole tomato in thin. I have my salt, and then I have my jumbo here with my chopped spinach, okra, peanut butter. And now what we're gonna do is, let's get started. As you can see, I always love to use allkrydda when I'm cooking, but today is not gonna be allkrydda. It's gonna be this jumbo in a big cup. It's like beef flavor stock bouillon. So why I'm not gonna use allkrydda today is because allkrydda have like vegetables in it, and it's not gonna mash together with what I'm cooking. It's in the fish now with a little bit of salt. And then adding a little bit of allkrydda. Allkrydda is called all-purpose seasoning in English, but in Sweden we call it allkrydda. It's like you can use it for everything, but not in okra soup or plazas. That's the only cooking I don't add in allkrydda. So now we're gonna rub our lemon to make it juicy. And then we're gonna squeeze it into the fish. Season the fish with it, and then turn it over. Put it on the other, sprinkle it on the other side too, especially the head. That's it. What we're gonna do is now we're going to put it aside. Just leave it aside here somewhere. 2 cups of water to cook the okra. And that's my okra, it's frozen okra I bought. And we add them into the pot. In Gambia we call this dish domoda bisab. Bisab means sorrel in English. But we don't have sorrel here in Sweden, so that's why I'm using spinach. So I'm gonna add in lemon for it to get sour, because sorrel is very sour. And then I've added water into the pot that I'm gonna use to steam the fish, and then add in the peanut butter, and then continue with the cooking. So we just leave it here whilst I'm doing the other things. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to blend my ingredients and then add it into the pot before we steam the fish. So that's my onion. I'm gonna peel my onion. So now I'm gonna add in my chili pepper into my blender. So you can make it spicy to your choice. So we don't need to add in too much of onions. I've already chopped my onions, so I'm going to add them in. Add in a little bit of water. I'm going to so this would be enough. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add it into the pot. So I've added it into the pot. So the okra have started boiling, it's cooking now. So we wait until it's done and then we'll take it from the pot and then we'll add in our spinach. While I'm waiting for the onions to start cooking, I will start to mix my peanut butter. Actually, I love to mix the peanut butter together with water until it's smooth and then I strain it in later on. I don't like to just add it into the pot like that. I'm now transferring it into a bigger bowl and then start to mix it up. I'm gonna mix it up properly until everything dissolves. Show you how I normally do it. This is how I do it. The pot has started boiling with the onions and all that. So now I'm going to add in the fish. Just in a slow temperature, just for this fish to steam, and then we'll take it out. Now I'm going to reduce and then add a little bit of salt, just a pinch, and then cover it again. Can leave it there just for 5 minutes and then we'll take the fish out. So now the fish is done. The okra too is cooked properly. I'm going to put the okra into the blender like this. And then now I'm going to add the spinach into the pot. We now leave it for it to cook. The fish is now done. We take the fish out. Now I'm gonna strain the peanut butter that I've already mixed, and we're gonna strain it into the stock. Now the water here in the pot is about like 2 liters. We now add the heat and then bring it to boil. And then we're going to add in our tomato paste, but I'm going to mix it with water too before adding it in, so it will dissolve fast. We're now going to leave it to cook, and the spinach have started cooking. I'm going to press in my lime so that the color would come. It would be like sorrel and then it would taste like sorrel. Be careful with seeds so that you don't have seeds inside your spinach. So press it in a place force or a cup or anything before adding it into the spinach. Now I'm going to add the lime into the spinach. You have to blend it until it's fluffy. This is how it looks. I'm gonna do it the local way so that it will taste good. So if this is your first time into my channel and you like what I'm doing, give me thumbs up, and don't forget to share, like and subscribe, so whenever I upload a video you'll be the first person to be updated. As soon as the peanut soup starts to boil, you have to reduce the heat very low, otherwise it would like boil and then start to spill over. So be very attentive and then check, and whenever it starts boiling, you just put the heat down very low and then just leave it to cook gradually to the consistency that you want. This is one of my favorite food. I love it so much. It's called domoda bisa back home. Domoda means peanut soup, and then bisa is like sorrel, so I call it spinach peanut soup. And if you want your choice, you can do it with fish, like what I'm doing now. If you want, you can do it with chicken. It's up to you, to your choice. The spinach has now changed color. It looks exactly like sorrel. It's for the water to finish, and then we'll add it together with the okra. So my peanut soup have started boiling, and then I've already reduced the heat to 4, and then just leave it to cook gradually. So I've now added in the okra and the spinach together, and now I'm gonna blend it like this. This is what I do. Properly, and it will get like fluffy. Let me show you. This is how it looks. So we now put it aside and then leave it there to wait. Let it wait there, let it wait there, let it wait there, let it wait there. Oh my god, today this one is gonna be delicious. It's gonna be tasty. If you want to know how to cook peanut soup with spinach, just follow these instructions step by step, and then you'll do it perfectly well. So I'm gonna taste it and see whether it's like sour. It's sour for me. It's for my choice. It's okay. If you want it very sour, you can add in more lime or lemon to your choice. Peanut butter soup is getting thicker and disappearing gradually and gradually until it gets thick to the consistency that you want, and then you can add in your spinach and okra, and then add your seasonings to taste. So it's up to you if you want it very thick or you want it very light. It's up to you. For me, I want it to be a little bit thicker, so I just have to wait. And then when you get it to how you want the consistency to be, then you can reduce it very low and just leave it there to cook, and then the oil from the peanut butter will float on top, and then you know that it's almost done. And then you can add in your spinach with okra, and then you add in your vegetables like bitter tomato, habanero pepper, or you add in like this like mini aubergine. Peanut butter soup you can serve with like rice or couscous. So now the peanut butter soup is getting very thick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my seasoning, and then add in my mini aubergine and my habanero. I'm adding just a pinch of salt because I already added salt when I was steaming the fish, and taste it afterwards. If it's not enough, then you can add more. After we've added in the spinach and all that, we'll add more salt if it's not enough. So now I'm going to add in my mini aubergine and my habanero pepper. So now I'm going to add in my spinach. It smells so good. This is gonna be delicious. Why being like mompoli nyep la. Invite na le nyep so no. So now I'm going to turn it to one and then leave it to cook very slowly until the oil floats on top, the oil from the peanut butter. Taste my salt and see whether it's enough, whether I need to add more seasoning or not. I need to add in just a little bit of lemon and a little bit of salt. I've tasted it, so it's like I have to add a little bit of seasoning, so I'm going to add in aromat, just a bit, and then drizzle in a little bit of lemon because it was not sour at all. So, and then I'm gonna leave it on a slow temperature and then leave it to finish very slow so that the oil from the peanut butter will float on top. So now it's time to serve the domoda bisab. This is gonna be delicious, I'm telling you. If you try this, you will never stop doing it. Healthy, rich, nutritious. Just create a space here for the sauce, for the juicy sauce. And now we're going to add in our sauce. So now we're going to add on top our mini aubergine, just one. And then we add our fish on top. Oh, that's the fish on top. So look. So this is all for you. You are all invited for watching my video. I love you all, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. So see you next week. Take care. Bye.